To help fine-tune the implementation of the hiring process, we will create a Process Decision Program Chart, or PDPC. The PDPC is a variation of a tree diagram that states conceivable events or steps necessary for accomplishing a certain goal and serves as a contingency planning device. Let's say our goal in this case is to hire a new customer service representative. This becomes the first level of our chart. Next, we will list the steps necessary to carry out this goal. For example, we will need to decide where we will advertise the new position. We will also need to determine an appropriate time frame for hiring a new resource and a selection process by which to find the best applicant for the job. Under each primary step, we will list any remaining steps that are relevant to our goal. For instance, we can post an ad in both print and on the web, so we list these under the decision of where to advertise. We did not find any additional steps needed to decide on a time frame. However, to define a selection process, we must establish a committee to carry out the process as well as develop interview questions to be asked of the applicants. Next, to provide contingency planning, we will ask what-if questions about the steps we listed. In our case, we would need to react if no qualified applicants applied based on our advertisements for both print and the web. So we ask ourselves, what if there are no qualified applicants? Likewise, our time frame would be thrown off if additional time was needed, so this becomes another what-if question in our chart. If we establish a committee and they can't come to a consensus, then we must prepare for that contingency. Also, if there are interview questions deemed inappropriate, we will want to weed those out as well. The last step in creating this chart is to list possible countermeasures. This will in effect become solutions or answers to our what-if questions. If no qualified applicants apply for the job, then we will increase the scope of our advertisements. If we cannot meet our hiring deadline, we can either request an extension or end the process by hiring no one. If no consensus can be reached by the hiring committee, then upper management can overrule the committee and hire whom they please, or we can continue the hiring process by allowing more applicants. Similarly, if the interview questions are not acceptable, we will have to rewrite them to meet our hiring standards. It is a good idea to determine if your solutions are feasible or not. In our chart, we will use an O to signify that a solution is an acceptable course of action, and an X to represent a difficult or impossible course of action. Now that the chart is complete, we have a documented plan for implementing the hiring process and a contingency plan if problems arise.